obviously have our EU partners in the room today as well, so please make them feel welcome. My name is Tudor Price. I'm the Deputy CEO at the Kent Invicta Chamber of Commerce, and we, in partnership with KCC and a few other organisations, are paying for dinner this evening, which is why I'm here and why I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this food comes to be free because of what we're involved in. So I need your attention if you want to eat. Okay? Perfect. Fair exchange. So here we are. Great to see so many of you in the room. This has come about because we hijacked the Kent Digital Meetup, which has been so effectively running for a number of months now, and we wanted to make the opportunity to try and introduce some of the European project work that we've been developing over the last few months. All become clear in a moment. Part of what we're trying to do is to connect everybody. I would imagine most of the people in this room will be familiar with this little bit of gadgetry on LinkedIn. Obviously, we're not normally talking to tech-savvy people, so I'm hoping you would have seen some of this. You can switch on your Bluetooth, open up your LinkedIn app, go to the people, and then you'll start to find who else is in the room. And then you can connect. Put your hand up if you knew that. Oh, less than 50%. Fabulous. An old man teaching tech to young people. My goodness me. So I will turn mine on in a moment. You can find me later on. So it's a really useful way if you're in these sort of public arenas to connect up. Okay. Lovely. So let's move on. Who's paying for dinner? The European Union, thankfully, for the time being, are still paying for that. What it is we have a project running called the Innovative Sector Exchange. Sector being obviously digital creative, manufacturing, food and drink, and new materials. These are the sectors we're working on. It's a European funded programme. There are 4 partners involved, 4 countries rather. So we have the Dutch, the Belgians, the French and the UK, Kent. The project is led by KCC, Steve Sampson. Give us a wave, Steve. There he is over there. Ably assisted by Andra. Where are you? She's downstairs. Working hard, Steve. I noticed that. Excellent. So she's taking care of business. And essentially they are the lead partners for this project. And what we're trying to do is to get businesses of a similar sector from the broader region to come together to share ideas, to develop their products and services with a view to then trading internationally. That's the big ambition for the project. So, some of the activities that we've got is food and drink, cluster activity, trade shows, bespoke events in the partner regions, creative sessions with other companies, and contacting LinkedIn through Slack. The idea is we started off with very local seminars and workshops, recruiting people that are in this particular sector, saying, are you interested, this is what we're trying to do, where do you want to go, matching their aspirations with the project aims. Then we move that up a step to full-on seminars. We've got experts in from other parts of the European Union to give their expertise and insight. Then we stepped it up again. We started to get all of the different partner countries together. So we started to bring businesses together of a similar sector to share and to exchange ideas. There's a little slide in. I just realised this. There we go. We also introduced an element of one-to-ones. So quite often you might not be in a position to share publicly where your business is at and where you want to go to. So we have a offer which is a one-to-one with our business advisor. Scanning the room. Is he here or is he helping Andra?
Helping Andra.
He's helping Andra. Excellent. Martin Small, I'll introduce you to him later when he walks in. I shall single him out. He's offering one-to-one diagnostics. The idea is to talk to you about your business, give a bit of an overview, and hopefully give you some ideas of what you might need to improve on in order for your business to be able to sell internationally. Cross-border seminars, 2-day events, getting a bit more ambitious now. We've been taking businesses across to Belgium, France, the Netherlands, and mixing businesses together and learning new things around what it is they're trying to do and sharing some expertise and ideas. There's been some fantastic ideas. You're going to hear from one of our speakers shortly. We'll tell you a little bit more about some of the initiatives they've got running over in the Netherlands. Clusters are formed. This is you guys now. I mentioned food and drink, engineering. And we're now starting to do some interesting visits. So funded visits, this is where we pay the bill to take you on a bus or a plane to what we think will be useful exhibitions and trade shows on feedback from clusters. People have told us where they want to go and what they want to experience. Gives you a chance to look at your product or service in a competitive environment. You know, who else is doing what you do? Is there a gap in the market? What do you need to do to try and improve your product or service to be able to compete in that environment? And it's really just really informative. There is an irony to all of this. Last week we went to Hanover, 2 weeks ago, we went to Hanover to an industrial engineering event. Terry's in the room here, aren't you, Terry? There we are. The guy he was meeting at the event, for a B2B organised business meetings, the guy who was meeting at the event was sat on the plane next to him flying out from Maidstone. So it's not unusual actually that some of the business is done on the bus, and we know from our own experiences working with the digital creative sector already, but when we've been travelling to and fro, there's been a lot of collaboration and shared ideas, and that's sort of gone on to lead into sort of actual commercial opportunities. So sometimes you haven't got to go a long way just to do business, it can be right next to you on the plane. That's a little overview of the assessment, the one-to-one that Martin's been doing. Gives you a quick show a little spidergram to show where your strengths and weaknesses are in the business. Very useful to refer to. Finished 2020, and I think that's probably all I'm going to say. No, because they've left the food and drink cluster on there from before. Not tomorrow. Okay. East West Flanders. That's enough of me, because really you're here to hear about experts.